When it comes to voice acting in video games, say hello to the king.
Nolan, hey, what's up, buddy? We're making a game about me. Gotta have you do the VO, man.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Nolan North performances.
This guy can't even climb. I mean, look at him. He doesn't have the freakish upper body strength. He's just a voice, all talk, all mouth.
We've chosen the characters in video games voiced and performed by actor Nolan North that not only left the biggest impact on us, but also highlighted just how talented the guy really is. We're stepping into some pretty heavy spoiler territory here, so a spoiler alert is now in effect.
Cancer had a good run, but it's time to put it down.
Number 10, The Black Hand of Sauron, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor.
Come back to me, Elf Lord.
They say playing the villain is way more fun than acting as the hero, in which case Nolan must have loved playing the leader of the Black Captains.
The Dark Lord gave you a second chance to stand by his side. Now I give you no choice. We shall be sealed together in death.
The nemesis to Troy Baker's Talion, the Black Hand is a soft-spoken, slimy servant of the Dark Lord, who personally murdered Talion's family. Pretty much the embodiment of everything evil. He may not be the most complex of antagonists, but thanks to Nolan's performance, he manages to maintain an air of authority and spookiness that sticks with you even as you're cleaving your way through orcs. Not to mention he did also briefly turn into Sauron, so that's some pretty major bragging rights there. Number 9, Dr. N. Jin, Crash Bandicoot series.
That's right, tough guy! Unless you want to buy on the stationery, you'll respect the master!
Many actors have had their shot at voicing this insane yet hilarious henchman throughout Crash Bandicoot's misadventures, but when Nolan North got his claws into it, he amped up the comedy factor all the way to 11.
What's wrong with you, man? I need plutonium to succeed. Beautiful, shiny plutonium.
Making his debut in Crash Team Racing, the sheer amount of lunacy that comes out of his mouth as he's trying to destroy his enemies on the track is so funny that it hurts.
Your mother is the speed limit now!
He may not induce the initial fear of his initial incarnation, but the comedic timing of Nolan's performance is so spot on that it made gamers look forward to their next encounter with the psychotic scientist.
Crash, you fool! You're too late! It's time to drop the Doom Hammer on you! The Doom Hammer of Doom! Upon you! And let's just dance, baby!
Number 8, The Corrupted Cores, Portal 2.
89% of magic tricks are not magic. Technically, they are sorcery.
The final battle against Wheatley could be seen as a rehash of the first fight against GLaDOS from the first game, if it weren't for the fact that it's just as thrilling and requires you to forcibly install corrupted cores into the dangerously stupid AI.
Dad, I'm in space.
I'm proud of you, son.
Dad, are you space?
Yes, now we are a family again.
Like the previous game, each core has its own dysfunctional personality, and each one is brought to life by Nolan North in hilarious fashion.
Why do you fight that guy? You got that under control? Because there's a lot of stuff on fire.
One speaks random, unreliable facts, another talks like a typical action hero complete with a flirt setting, but the one everyone remembers the most fondly is the core that's completely obsessed with space. And we mean obsessed.
Going to space. Love space. Need to go to space. Space. Going there. Okay, I love you, space.
Number 7, The Prince, Prince of Persia.
Sarah!
Hi.
A reimagining of the original action-adventure title was always going to be a challenge. Luckily, it came with a dash of Nolan North to breathe new life into the titular swordsman.
I hope that hurt!
He can't hear you.
You can't?
And you're an ugly mother, too!
What?
As the nameless adventurer, well, aside from the name Prince, Nolan portrays him as a cocky, brash, and sarcastic wanderer who gets flung into a battle against the ultimate evil when he saves a princess by the name of Elika.
Hey! There's no need to get nasty. We can talk about this. Okay, so you're not a conversationalist.
Aside from the signature wit we would later come to see him use as another famous treasure hunter, there's also a selfishness that defines him that isn't seen in many heroes, shown when he sacrifices the world in order to save the woman he cares for.
The corruption is inside you. I cannot heal it, only hold it back.
Great. So after all this, I just get to join Araman's Happy Club?
Only Araman can create a corrupted.
So I just get to die.
Number 6, Desmond Miles, Assassin's Creed series.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working.
Sure, he may not have exactly had the suaveness and skill of his ancestors like Ezio, Altair, or Edward Kenway, but Desmond still held his own as a modern-day member of the Assassin's Order. You have to give him credit, considering he went from making cocktails to dispensing Templars with a hidden blade.
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes!
Nolan North portrays the character as the everyman suddenly burdened with terrible responsibility, who slowly grows to accept the fact that blood must be spilled to protect future lives.
Whatever Juno's planning, however terrible it might seem today, we'll find a way to stop it. But the alternative, what you want, there's no hope there.
He may be a bit of a short fuse and understandably kinda sulky from time to time, but in the end, he was willing to die a hero's death.
You know it's true. It's already started. I need to do this now. So go. Go!
Number 5. Martin Walker, Spec Ops The Line.
We have our orders. Locate survivors, leave the city immediately. Radio command from outside the storm wall. Send in the cavalry, and go home.
Conflicted morals, questionable sanity, this is a man that has gone through the heart of darkness indeed.
You are not a prisoner of war. Far as I'm concerned, you're not even a f***ing soldier.
You can't...
I can do whatever the f*** I want. Now, the asshole on the radio, where's he broadcasting from?
The leader of a small man team sent to Dubai to stop a rogue unit, Martin Walker is subjected to unimaginable sights. Accidentally killing civilians with white phosphorus, suffering mass hallucinations, all of this leads to Walker coming to terms with the pain he has inflicted, and what kind of a man he will choose to be in the aftermath of such horror.
No. Everything. All this. It was your fault. If that's what you believe, then shoot me. 2.
I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
No one ever does, Walker.
Nolan North beautifully portrays his downward spiral into madness, and all the aggression and fear that comes with it. Whether he leaves Dubai as a broken man, or remains and embraces the monster he's become, Nolan's performance will haunt you to the core.
We heard shots. Is everything okay? Sergeant Roberts, what is going on?
Gentlemen, welcome to Dubai.
Number 4. Deadpool. Deadpool.
Now be honest. I'm not the only one with a little bit of shit in their pants right now, am I?
Long before Ryan Reynolds stepped into the tight red spandex, but after he got his mouth sewn shut, Nolan North provided the voice for the merc with a mouth, and boy did he deliver.
P.S. If you don't arrive within 1 hour, you'll miss the incredibly large-breasted
naked woman who claims to be your biggest fan?
Oh, don't fall for that one again.
But what if Cable means it this time?
He had made memorable cameos in prior Marvel video game performances before, but here he really got to let loose in his own misadventure.
Oh, you gotta love the ones that make you sweat.
Multiple voices, fourth wall breaks galore, slicing apart bad guys left and right, and even getting frisky with a certain Southern belle. It's easy to see that Nolan is having a ball with this role, and gives us one of the most entertaining incarnations of Marvel's favorite nutjob. No one addresses the player quite like Deadpool does.
Yeah, that's great, Peter. Talk to my dick. Hey, where are you a-holes going with my contract?
Number 3, David, The Last of Us.
Name's David. This here's my friend James.
In this post-apocalyptic future, no one is left innocent. Those that struggle to retain their better nature still have to kill to survive, which makes the villains in this world all the more terrifying.
He said that the others had been slaughtered by a crazy man. And get this, he's a crazy man traveling with a little girl.
As David, Nolan North presents the player with a man who's used the end of the world as an excuse to embrace his darker urges. Deceitful, cannibalistic, and genuinely creepy in his approach to Ellie, he comes across way scarier than any clicker or bloater just because of how real he is.
You have heart. You're loyal. And you're special.
His appearance may have been brief, but the impact he made not only gave us one of gaming's best modern villains, but left us feeling unclean and shaken. Well, bravo, Mr. North.
See you in the morning, Ellie.
Number 2, The Penguin, Batman Arkham series.
Now you best listen, Falcone. Because this is the last time I'll ask.
We may not know exactly which part of London that accent comes from, but Rocksteady's revamped version of Gotham's infamous crime lord was damn entertaining, made all the better with Nolan North's unrecognizable performance.
You need to keep an eye on this one, Batman. He's a bit too careless for my liking.
Despite his size and stature, the Penguin is one intimidating bird. That is, unless he gets smacked around by the Caped Crusader, which always happens, then he's funny as hell.
No, I'm sorry. Please, don't hurt me.
Caring only about bringing down the Batman and bringing in the money, Nolan North's Oswald Cobblepot is a worthy addition to the Dark Knight's villains gallery. Still not sure how he managed to get a girl like Candy, though. Before we reveal our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
So glad you could carve out some time for us. You know, we need it. I sense some bad blood between us.
What the fuck? Oh, shit!
Lucky bastard.
You assholes! I had a good run. Knew the risks. Made my choice.
Poverty is a problem. Apartheid is a problem. This is just a couple of...
Here's the latest pool ball.
We lost 20 points. We can get them back.
They're at 20 points.
I'll admit that's a little lower than anticipated.
So you agree you have a problem?
Nope, you do. You're the communications director. Fix this.
Number 1, Nathan Drake, Uncharted series.
Are you sure you want to be defiling your ancestors' remains like that?
You make it sound so dirty.
We've seen him hunt down the greatest treasures lost to the world, follow in the footsteps of Marco Polo, and engage in more life or death situations than humanly possible, and he's done it all with a cocky smile.
You're gonna get us into that dig site. We are gonna snatch that treasure right out from under them.
They'll never see it coming.
And we'll payback's a bitch.
Nolan North's free-spirited treasure hunter hasn't only just taken on impossible tasks and accomplished miraculous goals, but also grown over the Uncharted series into a character that isn't only fun and relatable, but flawed and painfully human.
I'm telling you, that treasure is as good as ours. Shit.
The strained relationships with his friends and lovers, his moral debate over the true value of riches, it's through Nolan North's rambunctious yet grounded performance that Drake elevates himself from stereotypical hero to layered human being. We'll miss you, Nathan, but thanks for the ride.
Well, something else will come along. Just gotta have faith.
Yeah. That and a quarter will get you 25 cents.
Do you agree with our list?
That was awesome!
Which Nolan North performance do you think was the best?
Troy Baker.
That's my Troy.
Helvin from the...
He's got way more style than I do.
With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Penguin explaining which part of London his accent's from.
I'm not really quite sure, and neither is anyone else. But hey, Rocksteady is a British company, so it's their fault, not mine.